because suddenly these weren't just nails anymore. They had a story. The nude base was the warmth of the sun. The teal was the ocean. The gold was the sunlight reflecting off the water. And the little shells? Those were memories. The tiny things we collect throughout our lives without even realizing how important they are. When I got to the final nail, I remembered sitting back and looking at the whole set. And I thought to myself, yeah, these are holiday nails. But they're also something else. They're a reminder. A reminder that you don't have to wait for your life to become perfect before you allow yourself to enjoy it. When I finally showed her the finished set, she stared at her hands for a few seconds. She didn't even say anything. And then she smiled. But it wasn't the kind of smile people give when they simply like their nails. It was one of those quiet smiles, the kind where you can tell somebody is remembering something. She turned her hand from side to side, watching the glitter catch the light. Then she said, "I think I need to go back." I asked, "Back where?" And she said, "To that beach." I smiled and said, "Then maybe those are exactly the nails you needed." She looked at me and said, I think you're right." A week later, she messaged me, and I remember opening the message and seeing a photograph. It was her standing on the beach, the exact beach she had told me about. She was holding her hand up in front of the camera, and those little teal tips were sparkling in the sunlight. Underneath that picture she had written, "I went back." She sent another message. "I sat on the sand for 3 hours and did absolutely nothing. And honestly, that made me smile more than any compliment about the nails ever could. Because sometimes we think self-care has to be something huge. A holiday, a spa day, a complete life makeover. But sometimes it's just sitting somewhere beautiful and remembering who you were before life became busy. Sometimes it's getting your nails done. Sometimes it's putting your favorite perfume. Sometimes it's taking yourself for coffee. Sometimes it's driving somewhere just because you want to see the sunset. And sometimes it's simply giving yourself permission to feel like yourself again. So when you look at these nails, you might just see nude pink, teal, glitter gold, and little seashells. But I see something completely different. I see somebody who almost forgot how to enjoy the little things. Guys, take a